So do I have any bagel lovers here? Because I made paleo bagels. I was a little intimidated to make my own bagels because it's something that I buy. I don't actually very often make. But you know what? It's so easy and it's really rewarding because they're soft, they're chewy, and you're going to love this recipe. All right, let's get to these bagels. So they are paleo, which means there are no grain-based flours and there's no gluten and there's no dairy. So first, let's do our wet ingredients. So we're gonna start out with 2 eggs, 2 whole eggs. I'm using a medium size here. And then I'm going to add some olive oil. Okay, so you wanna have some fat. You need to have the fat in your bagels. Some apple cider vinegar. This helps everything rise, so you have nice fluffy bagels. And then because we're doing cinnamon raisin bagels, oh yeah, we're adding just a little bit of maple syrup for that natural sweetness, and it'll also help to give our bagels some moisture. Okay, let's do our dry ingredients now. So we have cassava flour, and cassava is actually a root, it's a tuber. You know, like a potato is a tuber? So they just dry it and grind it down into a flour. I'm also adding some tapioca flour. Tapioca flour and starch are the same thing, flour or starch. You could also use arrowroot flour or starch too. And then I've got both baking soda and baking powder, so we'll dump those in. And of course some cinnamon, because we're making cinnamon raisin bagels. This cinnamon is potent. Oh, it smells so good. So just a little note about these flours, they are like the lightest, dustiest flours ever. So unless you have a bowl that's like this big, you are definitely going to have some flour dust flying around. So just to forewarn you. So you could hand mix it if you want, and then add your wet and we'll use our mixer. Okay, so now we're gonna add our wet to our dry ingredients. Now it may not seem like a lot of wet ingredients, but it's because of our flours, right? It's the type of flour we're using, then that's just enough. So we're gonna put this on low because we wanna try and avoid the flours flying everywhere. Now you might have noticed I have another egg here. That's if you want to do an egg wash. So you just brush the egg over the top of the bagel and it makes it nice and shiny. I've just soaked some raisins, so I'm just putting some raisins in here as well. Now I just want to give you guys some troubleshooting tips. If you find your batter is too sticky, then add like a tablespoon more flour. If it's too dry, add a tablespoon more water. So this batter makes 4 bagels, so I'm just gonna it doesn't have to be perfectly divided, but you just wanna take out some dough, about the size of a large golf ball, and you form it into a ball like that, and then you're gonna start to form it into a bagel. There we go, perfect little bagel. How cute is that? Okay, so we have 1 bagel here. I'm just gonna form all of the bagels and then I'm gonna boil each of them, because when you boil them, it helps the outer crust form. So I have a nice boil here. Place each bagel in just for a couple of minutes. You can wait till the bagel rises to the top. That's when it's done. So this helps to seal the outside. Oh, look, we have one coming up already. There we go, so you're just gonna replace it back onto the baking sheet. And our last bagel right here. Okay, so let's pop these in the oven. They cook for about 20 minutes until they're kind of golden brown. Now that our bagels are ready, we're gonna take them out of the oven. We'll let them rest for about 10 minutes, and then you can slather it with your favorite nut butter. I like sun butter, you could use peanut butter, whatever you like. This is the perfect breakfast to make like over the holidays. Like the cinnamon and the raisin to me is so like quintessential holiday tastes. I hope you love this recipe. You'll be able to find it in the link below. So for all you bagel lovers out there, give me a thumbs up on this video. Let me know in the comments when you make these delicious, chewy, wonderful bagels, how much you love them. Subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a joyous day. Bye!